Next thing is you start seeing them shooting sporadically, killing people in Yoruba land. Because their aims and objective is to quench this Yoruba agitation, whatever.
Like it should be discontinued, discouraged.
Yes, because if you follow the story very well, they wrote script for that Baba and that girl. And the script is they make sure that what are the tactics that Yoruba agitators are using to move this message forward, to get this. So that Baba mentioned that they started giving them flyers.
Yes.
Because that is what those that are agitating for this Yoruba or in back home in Nigeria, in Yoruba land, that is the style they are using. So the Baba followed that. You can see that it's a script they wrote for that Baba and that girl. Then that girl now they said that we will be having freedom of this and that and that.
That they promised that they will have good life, they
good
will have
life.
a job, and they would. I mean, she was going to be better off once she participated.
Exactly. It was a script. They gave it to them. Yes, they acted it. So, and the reason behind this is they want it to stop. Then what happened again? Just on Thursday, they said they signed agreement with the Fulani.
Agreement with Fulani.
That is a blank check. We've already gave blank check to the Fulanis.
Hey.
So now they can do whatever they want now.
Hey.
You will see what will happen after
are we expecting the Miyetti Allah to help us stop the Fulani terrorists from killing us? Like Fulani Miyetti Allah to help us fight the Fulani terrorists coming to kidnap us or kill us? Like, is that what the deal is about? Because I do not even understand the peace agreement. Peace with who?
Exactly.
And peace from what?
So what they want now is they want to put stop to it. So if it doesn't end there now, then another tactics will be what they were doing in Igbo land in the east, shooting.
People and call them unknown gunmen, but they will not call them unknown gunmen. Like they will say they are the Yoruba agitators called you. They will just twist it until it becomes criminalized. Wow.
Exactly. Because they want to label Yoruba nation agitator
violent,
and the way they name IPOB. That's what they were doing. They would just want to do. Now, when this man in Ibadan, I don't want to mention his name, Oriyomi or whatever, I'm sad. We went to that second house. The guys they calling, those guys said they could find 10,000 wears of army uniform. Do you know how 10,000 wears of army uniform would 10,000s of army uniform
in that house production? I don't believe they have 10,000, right? Because I saw the bag of the uniforms they saw. But I could see, but that's why somehow I felt like Oriyomi Amzat is also helping them in this regard to spread that misinformation, to make it look like. But even though he's pretending to be like, they said it's another faction, no. It's not the faction of Igbo, so that he want to sound like he's against them.
He doesn't want to step on the toe of Igbo.
You get that? But making us believe that it's so dangerous. Oh, look at what they are doing. Oh, they want to destroy Yoruba land. Oh, they want to and all of that stuff. It's helping them spread the narrative.
Exactly.
Very true. And that's very
Oriyomi Hamzat is like Citizen Advice Bureau in Yoruba land.
Right.
Citizen Advice Bureau in that they were operating in UK here, that if you have problem, you don't want to take it to court, first go to the Citizen Advisor office. That is what Oriyomi is in Ibadan, in Yoruba state. So it's working for now. So you see Oriyomi program. He used to brought one old man to that his studio there. The old man said to him 3 days ago that they sold Nigerian but to UAC at 865,000 pounds.
Yes.
That man has history book that he used to roll. He's an old man. It's not that old. He's in his 70s.
It is how much the UK, British colonial government gave to that gold digger,
UAC.
To say, okay, you know what, we are buying the Royal Niger company from you, and we are cancelling your Royal Niger charter. So it's now going to Nigeria, it's going to be our business now. You take this. And he got his pay and he walked away.
Exactly. And you heard all this and you were not happy that we want to we want to you know, and I said, look at this man. So you were hearing all this story and you were still surprised. Why do we want to break out of this contraction? It shouldn't cut you as surprise.
That put on their hypocrisy. And I understand. I do understand them because listen, Baba, me, if I am in Nigeria, I may not be this vocal. I could have probably, and if I wanted to be this vocal, I could be in jail. But sometimes I just feel like, in the pretense of not wanting to have a face up with these guys in Nigeria, somebody like Oriyomi and Co. trying to want to be smart and play smart. At the same time, you shouldn't use your own platform to mislead the people and give a very wrong impression about something that is so legit, simply because these guys have done what they have done. That is my own ground.
Exactly.
But it is what it is.
Yes. Also, yes. Keep going. We're watching.
We all are watching. And nice. We must all know that we are all watching. The table will turn. For now, those who are kind of like shaking the ground and telling us that nothing will happen. There are some of us who believe that the table will turn. When the table turns, this is exactly what we want to happen then. All that we have been saying. Baba? Thank you so much.
Let me tell you, do you remember that? Yeah. That day they went to Igbo house. I didn't mean that lady is not in that house. They would have said is on his Igbo against his against other talks. Or maybe APC talk or PDP talk that came to come and invade Igbo house.
Now they'll make up
exactly. They would defend it. They won't they won't accept it that they is from DSS or Nigerian.
They wanted to kill everybody in the house that night.
Exactly.
Because I remember how it happened that night, Baba. Before you go, right? They brought in a guy who they believe is the local government chairman of that Igbo's area in the battle. Okay, he was the one who brought the DSS guys. So when they got outside, he personally was calling Igbo to come out. We know that you are inside you. But out. If you don't come out, we are going to have to come in. But out. Meanwhile, they were calling him. They brought another person who happened to be like a Babalawo Baba. It's so funny. So that one was busy for like an hour in front of Igbo's house. He was making incantation. He was doing all of that. And they said they were neutralizing Igbo inside. In all of this, Igbo was on the phone with the leader of the DSS. This is so like it was like they were calling him to, come out. We are going to come in. We are going to come in. Then the next thing, from nowhere, the guy who they said is local government chairman, he left. What do you call it? The Babalawo they brought to the gates. That one left. And just like that, as they were leaving, this lady has already started their live broadcast dead. Somebody just came and they came to tell them that that lady is live. That lady is live. A video is live from the house. By then, Babalawo has left. This one has left, and they have made up their mind that shoot anything that moves inside the house, anything that moves. But they around that time, it was the time they told them that everybody is already watching what is going on. So then they broke in, and the lady was screaming. They have broken. They have just shot so person now. They have killed so and so. They are going to break into my room soon. That was what saved everybody in the house that night. That's the only thing that saved everybody. If not, all of us will just wake up the following morning.
Silence.
And we'll see dead bodies. And they will say, those people, Igbo and others, they returned fire. They were shooting at them. That's why they killed them. So that lady, what is her name again? Lady
K.
I swear, Baba, that broadcast of that night was what saved the life of the rest of those people they picked up in the house. When they wanted to kill that guy, they killed that Dogon. Baba, even though the rumor was that they shot at him and the gun didn't enter. No, they didn't shoot at him. At the gun didn't enter. They held him, all right? And they did everything to break his head. They broke his head until he gave up. They didn't shoot him. It was like that. They held him in the house like this, and they smashed his head. The only person shot is Igbo's, maternal uncle. That other man shot, who happened to be a car dealer. He was invited to Igbo's house that night. That Igbo is around. Oh yeah, come, let's talk about that business. So, and he was there that night. That was the one they grabbed, and they shot at him. They killed him. So they were going from room to kill everybody. Wow. Until they told them that Igbo has escaped. Though we can't see him. He's not in the room. It's not. They became so enraged. And they started smashing all the cars in the compound, everything in the place, started firing everything everywhere. And they decided to pack everybody in the house out. So they marched all of them from each room, marched them outside, lined them up, including the 2 people they killed. So we would have woke up that morning, and it would have said 15 people killed, including Igbo in his house. And they would say, Igbo opened fire on the DSS. What do you expect them to do? And the propaganda would have went like that.
Yes, exactly. Baba, well done. Carry on. Thank you. Nice one, Baba.
It was a very much terrible things that happened in that place that sometimes I feel like those who have died, they shouldn't die in vain. And those of you who are so hypocritical and selfish, you should never try to profit from the death of these people. No matter what you think they are offering you or the comfort you probably feel like, it is what it is. Hello there.
Good evening, Mr. Mayogun. Thank you for
good evening, sir.
For all that you are doing. There is a university of wisdom and exposition.
Welcome to the temple. Okay. Bless you, man.
Okay. Yeah. Please, I want to draw your attention back on a kind of the genesis of this very matter. I believe that this democracy is my turn and the rest that a lot of people are still being carried away. But what I want to really emphasize that when good luck was removed because of when Boko Haram issue have started, that all our people still do not understand because they are still playing on tribe, they still believe democracy and so on. They never understand that what we call one world system that is being operated by the Western powers, that the new one world system world order is to recolonize Africa with terrorism. So that is what's going on. That people should not think that Nigeria is practicing democracy. People should know that Nigeria has been taken by terrorism. And the people that agree that Nigeria should be taken by terrorism are the people that are in power. And that is why they throw good luck out. So when we see
Buhari calamity we are experiencing, and it seems it's a mean to an end, Abi, like we are still going somewhere with all of this. So
yeah. So the people like Buhari, El-Rufai, Tinubu, and their gang, APC, Akada People's Congress, and the crooked politicians from North, South, East, West, they all signed into this new world order. And that is what the Mali people, the Niger people, and Burkina Faso, that is what they rejected, because those guys that took power from in those countries, those military guys, or the civilians that help them, those civilians knew what is going on, because this thing exploded when they get rid of Gaddafi. So they knew, and that is why the civilian population backed their military to take power so that they're able to defend themselves, because America and the rest, they don't care what happened to our people. It's a kind of recolonization. And if our people should go back and reflect what really happened to us during slavery, what really happened to us during colonization, that is what is happening right now. Because if we look at it, that it is our own brother there, our sister there, and so on, they are in power. They are not in power. It's just that they agree that we should be recolonized, that we should be sold away, that everything, every aspect of our life to be destroyed, that our land will be taken over. Even if the Fulani herdsmen are black people, they are all members of Al-Qaeda, and they sign into this one world system so that crisis will ruin the whole of Africa while these colonial powers continue to exploit Africa.
When we are busy killing ourselves, when are we going to develop? When are we going to actually build anything competitive? That sounds so much right to me. Because this is not making any sense, though. Like brothers killing brothers for what?
Okay, so that is what is on, and the only solution is that every person, man or woman, boy and girl, in that space, in that Nigeria yard, this crime scene, they should know that these people are after their lives. It's just that they are using black people like us. They are after our life because they want to take over the land so that they will continue to do exploitation. Okay, let me bring your mind back. Why is it that every time a new administration come in, you still see the budget money to repair refinery? You still see the budget money for all kind of infrastructure. You know that this infrastructure is that the Western powers don't want any of those infrastructures to get on, because if those infrastructures are working, our crude oil
will be less dependent on them.
Yes, we will know what is happening to our crude oil. I spent 5 years working with them. Do you know that those facilities in the crude oil status is owned by foreign companies? No Nigerian man has any tool, any facility that have to do with exploration of Nigeria crude oil. I work with them.
And now none of the technologies is our own. Nigeria is oil producing.
None of them.
But now Shell, they drill the oil for them. Nigeria don't get machine to drill any oil anywhere.
No, nothing. NAPC, nothing. DPRO, nothing. It's just that the oil belongs to the Western world. And every man that is thinking Nigeria have oil, Nigeria doesn't have oil. And the only thing that will make us to take it back is that we are going to fight. And people that are not ready to fight, even our brothers that are in power, we are going to fight all of them. Because if we don't fight all of them, look at how it's going to end. They will take everything, and the people that are in Nigeria, they will not have a place to go. Because the country I am, if you see what is coming out from the mouth of the politicians, none of the African people will be welcome. So that is why that every person should wake up. They should do like Mali, they should do like Burkina Faso, we should do like Niger. The problem is the Western world doesn't want any good thing concerning black people, mostly in Africa. So if we don't get rid of it, we are all gone. Because look at in Africa, that is the place we have our land. That is the place we have community. Okay. Now in this place we don't have enough money to buy land. We don't have enough money to buy.
Even when we have mortgage, right? The land is still not our own.
It's not our own. So it's a kind of they want to
have something that is connected to indigenous land of our own. Is that place that they want us to live?
Yes. Yes. So it's like what happened during colonial time. They disinherited our people and they cut off from their ancestral land. So this time around, they want to disinherit us again and cut off from our ancestral land. We have to stop it. We have to stop it.
Thank you.
So thank you. That's my conclusion. Thank you.
You have spoken well. You have a wonderful evening, man. Thank you so much. Even though listen, YouTube and about 100 of us left on Facebook. It's lots of okay. If you want to talk about your find good life on Facebook, you can do comments. It's all shares. It's that bad. I don't know. It's so discouraging. It's also benefit. I don't you want share, like, subscribe, and all that stuff. Comment. Yes, you can. All of it. So I know what you said. You really help your friend. Often you like the broadcast. I'm not here for money. All right. said, "Hello, excuse me, what do you mean by offering? Are you getting money from plus on me? This forget. About that. All people on YouTube. What do you mean by offering? Are you collecting? Are you trying to collect? That's offering. That. Another case, the GO master is the general master of this is to make it classes. I oversee that happens in the temple, that happens in the channel, and that is the general master. And yeah, we're not taking sort of it. Network or something because my camera is doing it's yeah, I think it's a of network delay. Okay, that's what does happen. But the it's